Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about Riverdale versus the chilling tales of Sabrina. So let's get into it. Before we start, I want you to hit that subscribe button and join this very confusing cluster all over the place family, because if you come back to watch my videos, that's what you're here for. So just join the family, subscribe, and let's be friends. Okay, let's start with which one I prefer. Now, Chilling Tales of Sabrina. I was going to try to make a compelling argument for Riverdale, but it's Riverdale. Which, by the way, it's been renewed for a 6th season, and the 5th season has not even premiered yet, I don't believe. In what world does Riverdale keep allowed to keep going? Like, in what world? Clearly in 2020. And what is 2020? So I think that just makes perfect sense that Riverdale keeps getting renewed while other shows are getting canceled, and it doesn't need to be renewed. But we'll get into that later. So overall, my favorite is Chilling Tales of Sabrina. Now let's get into that. Let's start with the Chilling Tales of Sabrina, which came out, I want to say 2 years, 3 years after Riverdale. Maybe 2 years after Riverdale. When it got announced that they were redoing Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, I was like, okay, bet. We all love Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the 90s, and that's what we all grew up on. We even love Wendy the Witch when she was with Casper. It's a completely different series, show, movie, whatever, but we love witches. We like teen witches, right? So I was like, bet, like, cool. And then I read that they were going to make it darker and grittier and more like the comic book, which I did not know ignorantly. I didn't know it was based on comics. Before Riverdale, I didn't know they were based on comics. Sorry. I didn't know Sabrina Teenage Witch was based off the comic, but I didn't know the 90s sitcom was very loosely based off the comics, and that this remake would be more closely based on the comics. So when they said they were changing what I grew up with, the little, teenage fun, like Disney-esque teen sitcom Sabrina Teenage Witch, I was like, I like dark stuff, but why are we completely changing the formula? If we have a formula that we all grew up on and we love, why not just keep it the same? So when it actually came out and I started watching it, I was like, I was jazzed. I loved it. I like dark stuff. I'm a dark person. I was going to say, obviously, but, no jokes. I'm a dark person, obviously, and not obviously, because you don't know that. What am I trying to say? I'm an emo person. I like dark things. I like Halloween. I like ghost stories. I like Halloween. I like stuff like that. So when I got into the show, and I did get into it, and I got into it very quickly, I enjoyed it. I like it more than the Sabrina the Teenage Witch we grew up on. There are two different type of Sabrinas, and I mean, you can still love the original while embracing the remake. But it is a lot grittier and creepier, and they do say, like, hell Satan and, stuff like that. So if that's not your speed, you're probably not going to get into it. But it's a very entertaining show, and as usual, the lead character is my least favorite. I don't care for Sabrina. Now, the actress that plays her does a really good job, because that means if we don't like her as a character, that means the actress is doing a great job. Is her name Kieran? We know her name. You know her name. She plays Sabrina, and she's a very good actress. She's not like the best actress in the world, but she doesn't need to be. She's a good actress. She does what she needs to do, which is be the lead of the show. And, God, Sabrina is just like the most, especially in the first season, she was just the most irritating character. My favorite character was Ambrose and Prudence. And it's a sad, sad day when you like Prudence and the Wicked Sisters, Twisted Sisters? I never know their name. But when you like them more than the lead character, I feel like that's a problem. I feel like you should always like the lead character, but I feel like if there's like a divide between liking the lead character and not liking her, then maybe that's the point, and maybe they're doing their job right. So never mind. But yeah, Kinian, whatever her name is. God, I should know her name. Is it Kieran? It's Kieran. Yeah, she does a great job at playing Sabrina. I just don't like Sabrina's character. I feel like she was just in the first season when she was in between that I want to be immortal and be with Harvey. Nothing can happen to Harvey. I feel like she repeatedly made very dumb decisions, but she is a teenager in high school, so I feel like that was very on brand for Sabrina to make all these dumb decisions based around Harvey and her boyfriend and wanting to be normal. I do like her more in season 2 and season 3 when she embraced her witch side and kind of let go of like, I'm a human, you know what I mean? She became more interesting, but I did not like her in the first season. But overall, The Chilling Tales of Sabrina is just a better written show. I don't know, it's more grounded. For it to be supernatural, it's more grounded than Riverdale. It's better written than Riverdale. The characters are more interesting than Riverdale. The dialogue is way better than Riverdale. Does it have some cringy moments? Sure. You know, it's based on a comic. You know, they're trying to stay close to the comics. All TV shows have some cringe moments. But is it as cringe as Riverdale? Absolutely not. Completely, 100% a better show. Now, if this show keeps getting renewed for season after season after season, I'll be okay with it because that makes perfect sense. How Riverdale keeps getting renewed is beyond me. So let's get into Riverdale. Before the Riverdale stands attack me, I just want you guys to know, I loved Riverdale. First season I started watching, I was like, this is my shit. I like the shit. I like the mystery shit. I like the tone. I like the dark tones of Riverdale. Didn't know it's based off of comics. After I watched the show, coincidentally, I started seeing the comics all in the little grocery store. So I was like, okay, yeah, it is based off of comics. How cute. I like the dark tone. I like Archie. He's a good little lead character. I like Jughead. He's a good side character. I like Betty. I like Veronica. I like Cheryl. I like the dynamics between Veronica and Betty. I like the dynamics between Cheryl and everybody else. I like the show. I loved Cheryl the first season. I was like, this is my bitch. I love her. I liked Veronica, but I identified more with Cheryl. I'm like a mix of Cheryl and Veronica. Betty's like my least favorite, but we'll get into least favorite characters later. So yeah, I was like, this is my show. The first season was very strong. It started off very, very strong. It enticed me and intrigued me and pulled me in and made me a part of the fandom. I love Riverdale, right? I went hard for Riverdale. Then we got into season 2. With the mass killer. I can't even remember. So much has gone Riverdale where I can't even remember specifics anymore. Specifics, not specifics. Specifics. The mass killer that ended up being Betty's dad. So we had the first season, and then we had the second season. So we have the first season, which started very strong, and the second season kind of went down a bit because it was just all over the place. And then her long lost brother, right? So that season just kind of took them down a little bit. And then we got into the third season with, was that the Jingle Jangle and the board games and the big woodland creature thing, or was that the fourth season? I don't know. All these seasons are started after the first and second season. They all start to like blend together because now they're bringing in supernatural forces, which have nothing to do with Riverdale. Like if all of this was happening on the Chilling Tales of Sabrina or Supernatural, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense. But to start off with a show that's like a darker, grittier Gossip Girl, and then start bringing in all these supernatural elements, like why? Like, what are we doing? I understand you're trying to keep viewers and you're trying to keep us on the edge of our seats, but why? We didn't ask for that. We didn't want it. The Jingle Jangle. Listen, one of my problems with Riverdale is I'm getting off topic, but on brand, off topic. The dialogue in the show is all over the place. They go from using pop culture references and pop culture stand talk to like we're Endgame and we're a ship to saying stuff like Jingle Jangle like they're in the 50s. You're either going to be in the 21st century or you're going to be in the 50s. Like what is it? You cannot have both because it's not cohesive. It doesn't make sense. And then it comes off cringy because you go from saying we're going to be Endgame and then you go to saying stuff like she was on the Jingle Jangle. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Why? Can we not? Me and my family literally joke about the Jingle Jangle. Like it's just, and they go, what's Jingle Jangle? And it's like, exactly. Is it supposed to be cocaine? Is it weed? Is it meth? Is it heroin? Like, what is it? Is it a mixture? Like, that whole season, I don't even know which season that is. I feel like I want to look it up, but I'm not even that bothered. I want to say it was the third season. The Jingle Jangle. And was that the same season with the woodland creature thing? Like, I just finished that season like a couple of months ago on Netflix. What was that whole season? That was the season it turned me off. And I was like, you know what? I don't care where the show goes anymore. I'm not interested. I'm just going to watch the Chilling Tales of Sabrina. I do not care what Riverdale goes anymore because it's not going anywhere. It doesn't know what show it wants to be. Point blank. It started off very strong and it could have kept going in that direction and just went completely like zigzag. It didn't go left, it didn't go right, it went zigzag. And now we're just like, we're with the Jingle Jangle, with the Jingle Jangle, and the end game. And it's just, I feel like the writers are aware that the show is trash. So now they're just making it even more trash because, once something's going downhill, let's just keep digging our grave, right? No, that doesn't make sense. So why are we doing that? Least favorite characters. Betty. Archie. Are we surprised that the main white characters are my least favorite? Probably not. Who needs more screen time? Every single black and person of color actor. What happened to the Pussycat Dolls? Why are they just randomly written off onto a show that just got canceled, by the way? Because who was watching Katy Keene? Do I feel bad for the actors that it got canceled? Yes. But before you can start, I'm going off topic once again, but on brand. Before you can expand your TV show, your franchise, you need to make sure your leader is doing exceptionally well. Riverdale is tanking. Riverdale is garbage now. The Chilling Tales of Sabrina is rising above Riverdale, so you thought you could take the success from the Chilling Tales of Sabrina and put it into Katy Keene, and you couldn't. Because Riverdale is tanking. Your number one, your first baby, your firstborn is shit now. So you completely have just abandoned that ship, and you went to the Chilling Tales of Sabrina. Now you're building that up, and you're like, okay, let's keep this momentum. Let's keep this moment going, and let's add Katy Keene, right? Because she's another popular figure in that whole franchise area. And then she tanks because you don't give her enough love and attention because you've completely abandoned your first baby, and you're still pushing your second baby up. You know what I mean? Like, get those two good first before you introduce Katy Keene. She could have had a shot at being successful had they given her the love and attention that she deserved, without just kind of just shoving her out there and trying to add more money and more to the franchise. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying. They shipped off the black girl. I can't even remember her name. That's bad. I know her name in real life is Ashley Murray. She's gorgeous. And she's one of the Pussycat Dolls. God, what is her name? It'll come to me later. But they ship her off to Katy Keene, which gets canceled. So is she coming back to Riverdale now, which is trash, and they don't give her enough screen time? Like, what's happening there? So what happened to the Pussycat Dolls? What happened to her whole storyline with Archie? Besides the fact that they wrote her off and put her on a different show that's now canceled, like, can she have a real storyline? And then we go to Cheryl and Tony. Can Tony have her own separate storyline apart from Cheryl? Is she only a part of Cheryl's storyline? I guess she's an important part of Cheryl's storyline. She helped Cheryl come out, help her realize she's gay, whatever. I love it. I love to see it. I love to see the LGBTQ represented on TV, mainstream TV. Love it. But can Tony have her own storyline, please? First, you introduced her and we loved her, the little bit you gave her, and then you made her immediately Jughead sidekick, and then you immediately made her part of Cheryl's little storyline. So can we immediately give her own storyline? Can we give Ashley Mary's character, which I don't know, so don't come for me, but can we give her character her own storyline that doesn't involve Jughead? Bring the Pussycat Dolls back. Like, why not? You put her on a show that tanked. Riverdale's tanking, but it's not canceled yet, so bring her back. That's my end rant with that. My favorite characters. Did I say my favorite characters already? I think I did. I like Veronica, even though she's annoying. She's like an off-brand, more irritating version of Blair Waldorf off of Gossip Girl. But I like her. But Cheryl is my favorite just because she has the least cringy, she has some cringy lines, but she has the least cringiest lines out of all the characters. And then she just always looks good. So I love a fashion moment. I love that she's in a lesbian relationship. I love to see it. Tired of seeing this same old stale, vanilla bread relationships on TV. So I love to see the interracial, for one, and the LGBTQ, for two, and then just the style. Like, they just look good together. I want more of their storyline. I want them to have a main storyline, not be a side to the four. The dialogue, which I mentioned earlier with Chilling Tales of Sabrina, it's more cohesive and it's more normal and it's good dialogue. You come to Riverdale, and I talked about this earlier, with the mix of the 50s and the 21st century slang, it's not cohesive, but also just the things that they have them say. Like, there's multiple videos on YouTube right now of the cringy things that they have to say, and it's like, why would you write that into a script and then force this reasonably good actor to say it? You're paying them a lot of money, so they're going to say it, but why would you do that to them? Why? The character that I think has the most cringiest lines would probably be Jughead. The I'm a weirdo monologue, which I felt so heavily in season 1, and then I kept rewatching it and started seeing the memes, I was like, that was extremely cringy. He delivered it like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he delivered it with his heart and soul. But it was cringy. Why would you give him that to deliver with his heart and soul? He acted his ass off in that I'm a weirdo scene. I felt that monologue. He's a good actor. Give him something of substance. Give them all something of substance. Riverdale is just trash right now. I don't understand how you can start off so high and then fall so low. Like, you fall after like 5 seasons and you're running out of things to write about. You had an awesome start off, an awesome first season, and then you just started getting trashed. That's not the way you do it. You get trashed after the 5th season, after the 1st season, maybe even the 3rd season, but they just, the jingle jangle, the woodland creature thing, I dropped out of school in 4th grade to support my nana by selling drugs. What is this, Riverdale? Why did he drop out in 4th grade to support his nana and start selling drugs? Why did this boy drop out in 4th grade? That's not even a real thing. You can have said 6th grade, 7th grade, you said 4th. Like, Riverdale, come on, I'm begging you, please, if you're gonna keep renewing the show, make it better. Is that hard? Am I asking for too much? I don't know. Am I asking for too much? Like, these are some reasonably good actors. Are they the best actors? No. But are they good actors? Yes. And you could tell they're good actors because the dialogue is trash. The storylines are trash, but they make you want to watch this shit. Like, I literally will still watch Riverdale on Netflix even though I know it's shit. Even though I know I'm going to laugh about it, I'm still like, wow, what's going to happen next? Because they make me want to watch it because they're pulling me into it. So that's how you know you have a good actor. They're delivering the best out of this shitty situation. And I think they're to the point where they don't even care about the fucking show anymore. If you watch them talk about the short interviews, I feel there's so many inside jokes and like tension and animosity, and they're just like, fuck it. At first, they really tried to defend their show after the 2nd season when all that drama happened on the internet. It was like, don't talk about our show. We worked really hard. Our show's the best environment, blah, blah, blah. And now I feel like they're just like, fuck it. The show's awful. Like, we know. We agree with you guys. Like, what are we going to do about it? Do we need to start a campaign, a GoFundMe? Like, do we need to start a riot? Like, how can we make Riverdale better? How can we take it back to the top? I don't mind Chilling Tales of Sabrina being up top because that's more my jam. I like the darkness. I like the Halloween vibes. I like the witches. I like the warlocks. I like the darkness. But Riverdale was the first baby. So how can we raise the first baby right so it can match the second baby? And poor Katy Keene just doesn't stand a chance. I like how this just keeps fine. Poor Katy Keene. I do feel bad for the cast. Lucy Hale was crying on Instagram last night, and I was like, it's funny, but it's sad. I feel because that's their job, and now they don't have one, all because CW and the writers pushed it out too fast. They didn't give it enough room to grow. This fandom is not as big as you think for you to keep pushing out different characters and TV shows. You only have Riverdale and Chilling Tales of Sabrina, and those two are barely hanging on by a thread. Because if you fuck up with Chilling Tales of Sabrina, there goes your fandom. Because most of us are moving on to that show, and we like it more than Riverdale. Riverdale is tanking super fast. So you cannot produce and throw out another baby while your first baby is dying. Let's not, right? So, yeah. Chilling Tales of Sabrina is supremely, absolutely, positively, I'm just making up words now like Barney, positively, magically, just better. Better actors, better storylines. The show just looks better. The color schemes on Chilling Tales of Sabrina, the taste, the flavor. It's just a beautiful show to watch. Even though Sabrina is fucking annoying, she's still a better character than Betty. Riverdale, get it together. Because if you guys are going to make me sit through like 3 more seasons of this garbage, I refuse. I will not watch it. I probably will, but I will not watch it happily. You will not get my views happily. You and I get my views happily. You're making me not be able to talk. I'm not going to watch it when it premieres on TV. I'm going to watch it on Netflix because you're not even trying anymore. And you guys are great actors. You guys got a great thing going. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, Riverdale. Make it better. Do better. Be better. Because I know you have it in you. As an avid supporter and fan, I want better for these actors. They have the acting chops. Give them something to act with. Please, with the jingle jangle. No more 50s jargon, please. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I know there's a lot of you that feel like me, and we can't. Together, we can't. Like, do we need to We Are the World this bitch? Because this is a serious situation. This show was so good first season. And it really hurts my soul how much it's garbage now, and how underpaid the black actors are, the people of color are, the women are, how we treat all the black actors like side characters. It's 2020. And now that you guys are aware, because your girl called you guys out on Instagram and it became big media news because you know what's happening right now in the world. Now that you guys are aware, let's change it, right? Because I'm sure you guys are going to start filming again because you don't care about COVID. So let's make some changes to that script, right? Put your girl in the front and put the other girl in the back. Make her side, right? Okay. And that's all I got to say about Riverdale, The Chilling Tales of Sabrina, and Katy Keene. I hope you enjoyed my CW rant. I don't even know where these comics belong, like what's it called, the company or whatever, but I hope you enjoyed this rant. I have nothing more to say. I've never watched Katy Keene. I watched like half one episode. I tried to get into it. I couldn't. Maybe because they didn't invest in me enough, but we're not going to get into that again. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Always be kind. If you're going to leave me a comment, don't, because I'm not going to read it. Let me know, what's your favorite show out of all three or out of the two? And do you agree with my comments on Riverdale? Because you probably do. Even as a fan of the show, you have to admit that it's tanked and it's garbage now. So you can't say, oh, you're being mean, you're being wrong. Because I gave plenty of compliments. I said they're good actors. The show's just garbage. So let me know. Thanks for watching.